So now in this lesson, what we're going to be doing, now that you're familiar with cutting your videos and pulling them into the timeline, we are going to be showing you how to add transitions between your cuts. So as you remember in the previous lecture, what we did is we cut a video, we cut out a mistake in the middle, and what we want to do is kind of hide a little bit of that cut. When you're watching the video, you'll sometimes notice that his face and hands kind of jump. And so what we're going to go ahead and do is add a transition to this part of the video. What you want to go ahead and do is move over to your effects panel and go to the video transition effects. And what we're going to do for this one is we're going to go ahead and show you what a couple of the different ones look like. We're going to start with the dip to white. So you go ahead and grab it and drag it over. And now we'll play it so you can see what it looks like. So already you can see that the video is a little bit smoother. You don't see the huge cut and the abrupt jump from one clip to the next. One of the things that you can do is you can kind of play around with this and make it shorter or wider depending on how much you want the white to. When you play it a little quicker, these are one of the areas where we definitely encourage you to kind of have some fun with it and pick something that you might like. So maybe let's try a different one. Let's try a dip to black and see what this looks like. Go ahead and do the same thing. You grab it, drag it over. So, similar effect, but what it does is it looks a little bit different, right? It dips to black instead of white. And, what we're doing right here is the quick commands delete to remove them, Command Z when we make a mistake. So adding transition is definitely one approach to hiding cuts or making a transition from one video clip to the next. Another option that you have is actually adding B-roll. So that's what we're going to go over next. B-roll is just additional video that you have recorded that adds a little bit of character to your story, or you can also use it to hide abrupt cuts or jumps between your videos. Here, for example, what we want to do is we have a shot of Josh mixing drinks. So similar to what we did in the previous lecture when we pulled the video down, we have the B-roll clip that we want here, and we're going to go ahead and click the in and then click the out. But the one slight difference we're going to do is what we don't need is the audio for this clip, because when you add the audio, you're going to have two different audio tracks, and they're gonna overlap. And so the easier option is to hit the drag video only and pull the video clip over where you want it to be. So now once we've pulled the B-roll clip into our timeline, what this is going to do is that when we play it, it's going to hide the cut. And so you see there, instead of having that abrupt cut, you see the image of Josh mixing drinks. This is definitely great when you have a clip that adds a little bit of value to the existing video. So if Josh is talking about mixing drinks, we have this B-roll footage of him mixing drinks. And so instead of him just talking over the backdrop, we include a little bit of showing what we're talking about. And so in this instance, we have this B-roll clip. So if we listen to the video, you'll actually still hear him talking, but you'll just see the video overlaid on top. There are a lot of different ways that you can cut and edit your videos. These are just two of the easy options when you're getting started recording video on Adobe Premiere. We wanted to make sure that we cover the common mistakes that you might face as an instructor. A lot of the times you will notice that you are going over your videos, you had such a great perfect shot, but you made a mistake in the middle. And this is definitely an easy way to cut, add some B-roll video that you might have recorded that adds a little more context for your students. In the next lecture, what we're going to be going over is how to add annotations and images to your videos to also bring them to life and give a little more color into what you're working on.